Hello, hello, hello. Hey friends, Kat Miller here. I hope you are doing amazing. In this video, I'm sharing how I create content that attracts my ideal clients and sells out my launches. I get this question a lot from coaches. How do I find my ideal clients online? And the answer is they're all around you right now. They're already on your friend list and following you most likely. The problem is not finding them, but making sure that your content is compelling them. So instead of asking, where can I find my clients? I would recommend saying asking how can I actually engage the potential clients who are already in my audience? Because adding more people, although we always need to grow our audience, adding more people won't help if your content is not compelling the people through your words. So if your content isn't resonating with people at the moment, the problem is probably not that people don't want and need exactly what it is that you offer. It's more likely that what you're saying or the way you're communicating it is not really compelling them in a way that makes them see that you are the person that can help them solve their problem. So this video is for you if you want to be able to turn your content into clients. So I'm going to give you 3 ways that I personally create content that attracts my ideal clients and sells out my programs and my launches. By the way, I'm diving deep into exactly how to do this at my upcoming free live workshop. So if you want to know about that, just pop the word workshop into the comments and I'll send you all the details. It's a full day where I'm going step by step into the whole strategy, and you'll walk away with the content actually started to, you'll have started creating the content. We're doing a lot of the doing on the day. You'll also get a comprehensive playbook to make your life easier after the event. And I'm going through my entire strategy and going into the structure of what to actually say and how to say it. So just drop workshop if you would like to hear more about that. But here are 3 things to get to get you going. Excuse me. Hello, Lauren Ann. So lovely to see you. Oh, that's so kind of you to say. Thank you. So 3 things to get you started in attracting clients from your content. Number 1, master the art. It is a science and an art of using compelling content. Compelling language makes people stop and look, read or watch or listen. That's what compelling language does. Repelling language makes people scroll past. And so there are certain words and phrases that your ideal clients are attracted to and certain words that they are repelled by. So what is it that makes language compelling? Compelling language appeals to the subconscious desires that your audience has. And a Harvard study showed that over 90% of our buying decisions happen subconsciously. In fact, 90% of a lot of our decisions happen subconsciously. But when it comes to people engaging and going, oh, wow, this person can actually help me solve my problem, a lot of it's happening at the subconscious level. So if we're just speaking to people's logic and reasoning and using convincing arguments, and we're not actually moving below the surface, if you think of an iceberg, you can't move the iceberg by just moving the top of it. It's the current underneath that moves the iceberg. So if we want to move people through our content, we need to look at what's happening below the surface. And we don't need to create subconscious desires through our content. They already exist. In your ideal client's mind right now, there are already a whole lot of subconscious desires, and there are words and phrases and sentences that you can craft that trigger that emotional response that moves the iceberg. So what I personally do and what my clients do is we have a messaging document, and it's a one place, we have them all in one place. That's a go-to when we're creating our content. So we're building a word bank that we know that these are the words that our ideal clients are using. If you haven't had a lot of clients, then my suggestion would be to be coaching as much as possible, because this is where the words come from. They don't come from AI. I mean, of course we can put things into ChatGPT and get a whole lot of words, but that doesn't mean they're going to compel the type of people that we're attracting. So the words that I use in my content are the words that I hear my clients using from everyday conversations that I have, because I have conversations with clients every week. And so from those hundreds and thousands of conversations I've pulled out words that I've seen have been a pattern. And I've also studied words that excite the brain and words that lead people wanting more. We've got the specific language that just our ideal client wants to hear, which is really important to be not vague, in our language, to be very specific. But then we've also got universal language that pretty much every human wants to hear. We all want things faster. We all want things easier. We all want more of what we want and less of what we don't want, right? So a very simple 4-step quadrant that I use with my clients is called the 4 driving forces. You may have heard me talk about this before. And these 4 driving forces are the forces under the iceberg that compel people to actually take action, which is what we want, right? We want some type of action. We don't want people to just consume and move on. We want them to actually do something. And so here are the 4. The first one is frustrations. What is annoying them right now in their current circumstances? Speak to those. Number 2 is fears. What are they fearful of happening in the future? So frustrations is the current niggles, strains, constraints. What is their resistance right now in their everyday life? Lay out scenarios, set the scene, really speak into that. What are they seeing, hearing, feeling? And then the fears, if this doesn't change, where is that leading them? So we want to speak to those future fears as well. I call it the 2 futures. We've got the future if they make a change, and they've got the future if they don't make a change. And we want to speak to those fears. So the frustrations and fears are what we call away from motivators. They're the things that people don't want. They want to get away from them. And just take a little check in now. How many times are you using, or not how many times, but from a content creation point of view, are you consistently inserting the very specific frustrations and fears into your content? Just do a little check-in that your clients want to move away from, they're motivated to move away from. And then the third and fourth one are desires and dreams. Desires, what do they want right now? In their specific language, what do they want? What do they wish would happen? What are they just longing for right now? Maybe they're longing for a break. Maybe they're longing for things to be easier. They're longing for a step-by-step structure. They're longing for some support and some help and guidance. What is their current desire? And then what are their future dreams? So if they start putting these things in place to get their needs met right now, their desires right now, what's that going to lead to? What's the dream? Where are they heading? So we've got to speak to the dream as well. So those are the 4 driving forces: frustrations, fears, dreams, desires. What are they moving away from? What are they moving towards? Make a list. Make sure that you're really clear. A lot of people think they know this stuff. They also think that they know their ideal clients. But when I look at their content and ask them, hey, tell me what motivates your clients, often they struggle, or they'll say words and I say, is that really how they describe it? And they say, oh no, that's probably more my language. Because the challenge is, well, there's 2 things really. One is that a lot of people are getting their language from AI. And so they think that, oh, well, this is great language. They think it's resonating, but it's not actually from the humans, the way the humans are actually saying things. And the second thing is that it can be really tricky to do if you've been doing what you do for a long time, because you have come a long way. You've traversed a big journey to get to where you are. And so sometimes we forget what people are thinking back here. They don't know everything that we know. So that's the challenge, is to constantly be dropping into our ideal client's mind and body and heart and going, what are they thinking? What are they feeling? I'm just going to give you a few really simple examples of content where I've made over it. So something that I do a lot with my clients is we make tweaks and we up level what they're currently doing. So there's a lot of content makeovers happening behind the scenes. So just a couple of examples just to kind of bring it to life a little bit. So one of the before subject lines was 3 ideas for healthy lunches. Fine, but it's a bit bland. So I changed that copy to add a bit more pop, a bit more attention grabbing feel. I changed it from 3 ideas for healthy lunches to 3 instant cures for boring lunches. And this is more emotional, right? Like, people want things fast, so instant. I added speed. People want to avoid something being bad, so they want to get away from boring lunches. Like they maybe think that healthy is boring. So it's only a few little tweaks, but can you feel the difference emotionally under the surface? It's like, oh, 3 instant cures for boring healthy lunches. Oh, it overcomes the objection. Your lunches don't have to be boring if they're healthy. They don't have to be long. It doesn't have to take a long time. So you can do a lot of objection handling through your language. It's just a really simple example to show you the power of just tweaking some words. Another one, how to be more effective at content creation. It's fine. It does the job, but it's very general. It's very vague, and there's no kind of emotion there. So I changed it to 5 surprising ways to make your content 3 times more engaging. And sometimes I put in a number and add in a word like surprising. You know, our brain loves that novelty and curiosity, and it's more hooky. I'll give you one more. I'll show you how to create a successful bedtime routine. Sounds fine. I changed this one for a baby sleep coach, to learn my proven strategies for a successful bedtime routine, so you can finally enjoy tear-free story time every night. So just by adding that emotion, because they're like, oh, tears every night, you know, it makes a big difference. So it also adds specificity. It makes it more tangible so that you can actually imagine it. So that's number 1. And there's so much more I could say. I'm sharing so much more in the workshop of examples and helping you actually implement it in your business. So that's number 1, master the art of compelling language. Number 2 is share painkillers, not vitamins. So let's think about painkillers versus vitamins. A vitamin is something that's good for you. We take them for a future health benefit. Often we forget to take them. We think we should take them. We don't really notice if we miss it. It's preventative. It's kind of nice to have, right? Vitamin content is missed. It makes people tune out. It's like, oh yeah, I probably should be doing that. I should probably change my habits in that way. But it's not sticky. It doesn't make people stop. Whereas painkillers, they are really fast, like, oh my gosh, I have to have it. If you have an extremely debilitating headache, you don't need reminding or convincing to, or be watch an advertisement on getting out of pain. You just go looking for a painkiller. So what is the pain your ideal client is in? Can you clearly articulate that in your content? What is the painkiller that your clients are looking for specifically, and how can you showcase that you actually can provide that for them? So vitamin is kind of like the method. It's kind of like the thing that you need to do, whereas painkiller is like, and it's not just about a fast thing. It's about the right thing. This is the right thing that I need to have right now. This is what I'm looking for. That's when people stop on your content, and to create painkiller content that people actually consume, stop and look at, you want to share in a way that shows people, this is important, listen to this, shows people why they need something that they don't currently have. So share in a way that shows people that they actually need something they don't have. And a lot of people are more sharing tips and leaving people kind of satisfied, as opposed to making them hungry for more. It's another similar way to say share painkiller, not vitamin. Make them hungry and not full. Oh my goodness, there's something that I've just learned that's opened up a whole way of thinking for me. I didn't know that. I need this thing. I didn't realize I needed that. And then, of course, the next obvious step is for them to want to work with you or want to know more or come to your workshop or download your resource or get on a call with you. So that's number 2, share painkillers, not vitamins. Number 3, help people overcome their barriers to action. Your ideal clients have barriers right now that is stopping them taking action. Imagine if your content could help them set them free to take action. Like, how empowering is that? To have that impact in people's lives where you actually get them moving. I remember a client said to me once, "Oh, Kat, when I post, like when I really share great, like well thought out, longer pieces of content, I don't get as much engagement as when I share like a funny short thing." And I said, of course, of course, that's the way it's meant to work, because there's only a small percentage of people that really have that there's a small percentage in your audience that really, really want to know everything about what you're doing. I'm not saying like always do long posts. I'm saying your right people actually want to hear what you have to say. You will get a lot more engagement on shorter things, on funny things, of course, because it's entertaining, it's quick, it's easy, because people don't have to do anything. They're just entertained, but that's not what gets you clients. So our goal isn't engagement. Our goal isn't just to get likes. Our goal is to get clients. So even though engagement helps, of course it does, it's not everything. The most important question is your content actually getting you clients? Because just having attention, it doesn't mean sales. Obviously, the more attention you have, the more eyeballs that are on your content, the greater possibility that it makes sense, to have eyeballs on you, the greater possibility of people wanting to buy. But some of my clients have actually said, "Oh, it was that I watched this video and you said blah, 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 blah." And it's the reason that they've actually signed up, but they haven't even liked the video, or that video didn't even get that much engagement, So it's not about engagement. It's about shifting beliefs so that someone actually makes a change, And so, yes, the first step is to get eyeballs on us, but then we need to keep them there, and we need to keep the right people there. So we don't just want any eyeballs. We want the eyeballs of your ideal clients. So the goal is not to entertain people. Your goal is to help them change their life. And people can search how to everywhere. They can search it on ChatGPT, Google, YouTube. It's not about learning. It's not just about learning. It's about doing. It's about people taking action on what you're teaching them. And so I like to ask myself, how can I help people overcome their resistance to making a change? Whether they work with me or not, that is my goal, is to help people make a change and overcome whatever is in the way of them and making a change. How can I overcome their biggest barriers to taking action on what I'm sharing? And so that's really important to put into your content. Help people overcome their barriers to action. This is just a skill. Compelling content creation is a skill, and anyone can develop it. It's a skill that over the last 8 years I've been helping my clients with, and it's just something that we can continue to get better and better and better at for the rest of our lives. It's a communication skill, and I've been teaching my signature formula for how to create compelling content for the last 8 years, because a lot of people go into their coaching business not knowing how to do this. I definitely didn't, and I struggled. But when you know how to do it, your marketing becomes so much easier, so much more enjoyable. You have so much more fun, and you show up with more confidence, and you get more leads from it and more clients from it. So if you want to know how to do this for yourself, that's why I created a workshop called How to Get Coaching Clients with Compelling Content. It's a one-day workshop because there's so much I want to share with you, but it's super action-packed and practical and interactive. So it's not just listening to theory. It is you getting the strategy, getting the formula, but actually starting to do it, having conversations with other like-minded businesswomen, mostly coaches, actually starting to apply the principles in your business. So I only run this workshop once a year. If you want to know exactly how to turn your content into clients, this workshop's for you. Just pop the word workshop into the chat box right now, and I will message you the invite for it, or just drop me a message with the word workshop and I'll send you all the details. So just to recap, number 1, use compelling language. Number 2, share painkillers, not vitamins. Number 3, help people overcome their barriers to take action. Thank you for being here. If you are watching the replay, please pop a hashtag replay into the comments and let me know. And please let me know what stood out to you. What was your favorite part? Anything that you really enjoyed about this video, please pop it in the comments. I always really, really appreciate your comments. And I hope you have a beautiful, amazing day. I'm off on holiday to Shoal Bay. I'm so excited. Have a great day and a beautiful week. Bye, my friends.